This video is presented by POWERHANDZ, so get your handles right and grab yourself some gloves. Let's get to it. Welcome to another 2018 NBA prospect breakdown. Today we are breaking down Michael Porter Jr. from the Missouri Tigers. This will be the most difficult breakdown of them all because of the terrible small sample size we got from him towards the end of the season. There really is no in-between with this prospect. Either you love him based off of his high school career, or you don't believe he can be effective due to his injury and question marks on his future. Not having any positive, consistent college film is definitely frustrating, but we got to work with what we have. He played 37 possessions on offense and only scored 30 points. I'll be super upfront. I hate watching high school highlights because most D1 athletes look great and dominant. Just look at the players around Michael Porter. Must I say more? Probably not. But we can make many assumptions from his high school tape, but not completely make a decision off of them because his pre-draft workouts for teams will be much more important. Let's look at some of his strengths. We see strong fundamentals, a smooth jump shot, and above average athleticism. Many of you will say, well, it seems like he's pretty athletic because of all the edited cool looking dunks we saw on his high school reel. But that doesn't determine if you're a great athlete or not. Again, he was playing against players that were 5'11", and he is 6'9" without shoes. So I would expect for him to dunk over the athletes he was doing it against. When he came back for the Tigers, he was primarily used as a spot-up shooter. As I mentioned earlier, I love his jump shot. At 6'10" with shoes, he will always be able to get it off. This play is probably my favorite. I like how he felt the double team coming, even though the double team was miserably executed, but that's not his fault. He took it to the teeth of the defense and used his size to finish the play. That's an NBA move and potential finish many scouts and GMs love. His weaknesses are his handle, which I think is below average, and his unknown of playing defense against college athletes his size. It's a major concern, especially because of how slow he looked when he returned. He now says he is healthy and the best player in the draft. I love his confidence, but the reality is that he is still a huge risk for any team. And if I were a GM drafting in the top 5, I would probably not take him unless he killed the individual workout with my team. There is no way I take him above Luka Doncic, who has proven to play against really good competition, and players like Marvin Bagley, Jaren Jackson, and even Trae Young. So if you're a Kings fan and you're entertaining him at number 2, it's not going to happen. Number 7 would be realistic and acceptable. But I don't know if the Bulls would want to move up and snatch up maybe a Marvin Bagley at number 2. I will say this, if he doesn't work out well in his individual workouts, he may very well slip to the Clippers at number 12 or number 13. NBA players who never really experienced major injuries coming into the league usually start getting injured into their second year and feeling the tough NBA lifestyle. Just imagine what it's like for a prospect who has already had a major injury before the NBA. I hope he turns out to be the player he was supposed to, but he is too big of a risk to take in the top 4 in my opinion. Even top 5 or 6 is a reach. With that said, I really don't have a fair comparison for him due to the lack of film we have at Missouri. But I'll give you one anyway. I can see Jeff Green, Rudy Gay, and even Jabari Parker, but I can also see a taller Paul George on offense if everything goes well with him regarding injuries. What do you guys think? Join the conversation and share this video with people who may have interest in drafting Michael Porter. You guys know I always keep it real, so make sure to slap that like button and subscribe for more videos like these. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you on the next video.